Good morning, happy Monday. I got up at 6 this morning so I could get to work at 6:30 and get streaming on the Adobe Stream at 8 AM, but I had a bit of work to do before then, so I have to finish up some facial animation so I can just jump straight into body animation in the stream, and the stream is at a set time, so you know, gotta have an early start. My eyes are burning. I am so tired. It's ridiculous. It's all catching up on me. Yeah, I like to be like awake and attentive for the Adobe Streams, which ironically is why I get up an hour and a half earlier, because you know, with a bit of coffee and water and a slap in the face and a bit of work beforehand, I can, you know, get the blood flowing a bit. But man, what I wouldn't do for a sleep until 10 AM. Alright, I finished the Adobe Stream, energy perked up, I had a lot of fun, and I finished what I was hoping to finish, which I'm really rapt about. So in my future Draw with Jazza post rolls, you will see, starting from today, the animated version, and I will incrementally start to make little additions and changes here and there. So that being said, I have a bunch of changes to make to my schedule. This is always fun vlog content. I have two massive deadlines in the middle of July, one for a book and one for an animated short. I have potentially a massive deadline this week to release the Arty Games app. I'm really hoping that happens. There is so much work to be done to get all of it done, so a lot of crunch time happening, but I also have to balance meetings for Project Greenwing, which is kicking into gear as well in the next 3 weeks, and I need to balance content for my main YouTube channel, which all of this awesome stuff aside, the main YouTube channel is the heart of everything, so I can't and will not neglect it. So there's a lot of focusing to be done to make this work. I was initially going to be doing Tale Teller all this week and Tale Teller Music all next week. Instead, Tale Teller Music is going to have to drag into the week after as well, because this week, which is up here, has to free up from a lot of the Tale Teller crunching because some stuff has to go in there. So bam, I moved a bunch of Telltale stuff here to free up these days. That's because I want Thursday to be somewhat blank so I have some breathing space to prepare for Friday, which is a Project Greenwing, a very important meeting. With that being said, because I'm not a robot, let's throw this in here. I'm going to be at Comic-Con for half of Saturday because I'm meeting with people from Wacom who are going to be there. So go to the Wacom booth and you may see me at some point in half of Saturday. I'm not going to do a meetup, but if you see me somewhere around Comic-Con, feel free to come up and say hi. While editing this video on the toilet, I realized I neglected to clarify that it's Melbourne Comic-Con, so sorry about that. I'm still leaving Monday next week to do the 21 Draw content, which means today I'm going to be finishing up as much Adobe Stream edits and content for the next coming weeks as I possibly can. Also, another quick note, if you find yourself judging me from the fact that I edit videos occasionally while I'm on the toilet, then clearly you don't understand the economy with which I have to work with time and the intensity of my schedule. I've still got a little bit of buffer room in later weeks to play around with, but long story short, today is a get as many videos for my main channel done day, and the next 3 weeks is a massive crunch on the Tale Teller, hopefully to completion. But remember, no matter how busy you think you are, you're never too busy to help your wife with craft projects in your lunch break. Someone just woke up from a nap and is very cuddly right now. Gotta get to edit with baby Jazza. I'm showing him the ropes of the family business. And I finished creating all of the keyframe pieces for my character here, and a couple of things It's officially the end of the day. I'm rendering a very, very long video tutorial that is the result of my Adobe streams, but for those of you who have been hankering for some animation tutorial on my main channel, this is a 1 hour long in-depth tutorial on how to create flexible animation. So those of you interested in that sort of thing, I'm really hoping you enjoy it. It's been a while since I've had some animation tutorial content up, so I'm really hoping that scratches your itch. We'll bring it around to the question of the day. I'm highlighting the comment by Tucson Benson, who says you should make some videos about helping people that don't know any big YouTubers. First of all,
that's kind of the point of my entire Draw with Jazza channel. So there's a lot of content on there to help people who want to make a mark and take their stand and hold their own on YouTube, with or without collaborative help. I give a lot of advice on monetization, on producing the content and art, if that's your genre itself, and then also things like MCNs and copyright and things like that. Motivation, inspiration, blah, blah, blah. The reason I wanted to sort of highlight your comment, Tucson Benson, is because recently I've plugged a couple of YouTube channels on my vlog, those being Dominic, who started the art channel, and Kirk, who started a fitness channel. And then today I did a guest tutorial that I released, which was made by Yulalin Art. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, I'm so sorry. Who has 2,700 subscribers, has been working very hard on YouTube for a good number of years, but with my channel having over 600,000 subscribers, promoting or plugging or featuring someone who has only a couple of thousand, like, that doesn't happen very often with larger channels. And it's interesting because when I do that, which I love doing, by the way, like, I love promoting talented people who work hard, whether they have a big audience or not. The problem is when I do that with people who have smaller audiences, it means that sort of a lot of people who have smaller audiences, who are talented, start knocking on the door and saying, you know, can you do a collab with me? Can you throw me some attention? And obviously there is a very tangible limit to how much I can do that. I guess the reason I wanted to highlight this comment is because I tend to feel like, or notice that, a lot of YouTubers who have fought and tried quite hard and may not feel like they're moving very much, and see someone else get a collaboration with someone more established, or see, you know, something like that happen separate to them, it might make you feel disempowered, or might make you feel like, I can't succeed on my own or without the help of someone who is already established. I just want to point out that that is absolutely not true. I just want you to know, and I just wanted to highlight this comment to reaffirm to you all, anyone who's out there who is an artist, who is working hard and struggling and wanting to make their mark, just don't stop. Your success depends entirely and only on you. And I knew no big YouTubers when I started my YouTube channel. And you meet and make friends along the way, and sometimes they might be people who are more established. Just make sure that you're interacting with people, you're being active in the communities, but most of all, you're working hard. You are not stopping. You saw my scheduling session this morning. You have seen that in the last week, I've had 3 days where I worked up until 4 in the morning, a day where I worked till 2:33 in the morning, and I worked on the weekend as well for the most part. That's pretty normal sometimes. Like, I have crunches, I work every day, I often work on weekends, I never take public holidays. That is my life. But that is not my life because I'm vlogging. That has been my life for years. So I just wanted to highlight that comment because I want you to know that your power to succeed as a YouTuber, as an artist, as a freelancer, as a toilet cleaner starting their own business, completely depends on the hard work you put into it and the passion with which you do your job and the quality that you provide. And I do want to take a quick moment to thank Julian Art for being such an active member of my community and creating such wonderful art. And I'm really hoping that you get a good boost of subscriberships and people who enjoy your artwork as well, because I've really enjoyed your artwork and have really appreciated that you've been able to help me out while I have such a busy schedule. Anyways, that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.